Hello and welcome back to part 2 of the Battle of Carrhae, 453 BC, and we're playing Commands and Colors Ancients, of course. So we have played a few turns, not maybe that much happening well. We have seen a lot of skirmish fighting. It almost felt like a, like a 18th century, an early 18th century battle where you have two lines exchanging volleys, more or less, right? And even though the Parthian army here, led by Surena, by the way, is very heavily skirmish based or missile fire based here, the Romans have succeeded a bit better in this skirmish phase of the battle so far. So we have 6 blocks in the dead pile there and 3 on the Romans, and one of the Parthian units is actually eliminated, giving the Romans 1 victory banner so far. So let's see what happens. The Romans are probably cooking up something here on their right hand flank. They have moved up more cavalry. And one thought I have is, of course, I have the mounted charge card, so the plan is to maybe charge with those, but I want to have some infantry support before doing that, to counter any counter charge from the Parthians here. So let's see, it's the Parthians who go first, so let's see what they can play. So we have a CD or E coming up, so it's a counter charge, which will be 3 units over on their left. That could, of course, disrupt a bit of the build-up here if we could fire with 3 units. But let's see, we also have a leadership in this section. That would be maybe even better. We can order the whole cluster there. I'm also thinking maybe we should remove that guy from the line before it's eliminated. That could be achieved. We also have heavy troops. We don't want to commit all the heavies yet because most of them are out of reach for the Romans. Of course, we could attack here and not here, actually, because we cannot move those guys away. So no, we don't want to use that yet. Then we also have the E card, which we don't know of. That's medium troops, which we have none. So we have a problem with the Parthian hand now. We have 1, 2, 3 cards that we really are not too good for them. Only, activating 1 unit. But I think the leadership any section would be great in this occasion. So I'm gonna order this leader. I think I might charge something. All the units I can charge can though evade here, but maybe we can test it out anyway. And then 1, 2, and 3. Let's move back that unit. So I need to move some units away a bit, and I'm gonna move these guys. Let's move them back here. These guys will stay. These 1, 2, 3 will relocate here where the other unit disappeared. And then let's do a cataphract charge. Who should be our target? I think we might target one of the cavalry units. Let's go here. Should I go here and maybe fire at them first? Let's do that. So let's start from here. We're gonna fire against that unit with 1 die because that unit moved. That's a flag. We could take it as a Roman player. Do I want to do that? Don't think so. It doesn't really make sense. We could do it without losing any blocks though, but no, I'm gonna stay. So this unit is done. These units will have 2 dice. No hits. and then we will attack. So question is, should we attack that or that guy? Does it really matter? I don't know. Let's take that guy, and they will for sure evade now, or try to. We're gonna roll the 4 dice, and let's see if we get any greens. No, so it was a successful evade, and we cannot gain ground. So we disrupted their build up a bit, but we didn't inflict any casualties. Some bad rolls there. So we go back to the Roman player, who has an A, B, or C. That would be a double time. An outflanked, interesting, or order mounted. I think I might do the order mounted. It could be followed up by a mounted charge, but I can move up also these guys for any charge, you know. So I'm gonna order 4 units of mounted, and that's exactly how the number of mounted units they have. Here we go. So these mediums will go 1, 2, and 3. Now I'm in reach of the Parthian line here. I can charge them. Here then, do I dare to attack those cataphracts? Probably not. We should probably bombard them. So I'm gonna move these guys back 1, these guys forward 1, and these guys they can ignore 1 flag. That's bad. But these guys will... Let's put them here. It's a bit of a dangerous position to be in, to be honest. Oh. Let's put them here. And that's also the dangerous situation, but if this situation is like it is, I can ignore 2 flags. So that should be safe enough. So let's start with bombarding the cataphracts with some missiles. Let's start from here, 1 die. Nothing. And the second one out on the flank, throwing the javelins. A flag. Let's take that to get out of reach from the Roman missile units here. Then we have these guys, and they will do an attack against that guy. They will evade, but I'll roll 3 dice. And we got a hit. The Romans are a bit more lucky with the dice here. So these guys evade back. Let me see, what cards do they have? Crappy cards, to be honest, but let's go back there then. Oops. That's it. Okay, so this is just moving. Hold on. I need to get those guys away. So I need to... It's not too nice of a move, but I need to do this. So we go back 2, these guys go back 1, and that's it. Now we again opened up the lane for the cavalry. Yeah, something like that. So we're pretty much giving the Parthians 1 more turn to react, but if we could launch our cavalry charge next turn, that would be great. Is that a C or lowest order count? C card is the counterattack, which would be 2 units in the center. Maybe not too interesting. So otherwise we need to play lowest order count, and that would be probably this card ordering 1 unit. So let's do that. The other ones are tactic cards. So 1 unit. Let's see if we can destroy any of those guys then. So we just stay here and attack. 4 dice, we will try to evade. But there's 2 blues there. 2 hits. So it was a surprise charge by those cataphracts, but these guys evades, but we're gonna check that leader, which is actually Crassus' son, Publius. He's good, but starting to get dangerous now. Okay, not too bad, but you know, again, the cards are not good in the Parthian hand. Romans. Again, this we need to play double time mounted charge. Let's do the mounted charge this time. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. We start here. So these guys can now ignore 1 sword symbol, but we got 4 dice. We need 2 hits. They have a leader, so they can ignore 1 flag as well. So that's not a hit. But that is, if that wouldn't apply, they would be dead, but now they're protected by the heavy armor, so they only get 1 hit on them. Could be bad enough, of course, but we're gonna check Surena again. Also getting dangerous around him, but he stays and can battle back with 4. Getting exactly 0 hits. This is what I'm talking about. The dice gods are sure on the Roman side this turn. So these guys can just did a hit and run very successfully, and now they need to go back 3. 1, 2, 3. They are happy. And since I'm feeling that the gods is with the Romans, I might dare to do some really hefty stuff over here. Let's see. So these guys first attack those guys who cannot evade. So we're gonna get 3 dice because that's light cav. We got 1 hit on those. They battle back with 2. Also a hit, so we have a kind of an exchange situation happening there. These guys will also attack there. 3 dice. Now we have leader support as well. That's a flag which kills the unit. Yet another Roman. So now's the question. Do we dare? We might get destroyed here. We only have 1 block, you know, but we would attack these guys with 4 dice and we'll for sure cripple them. I think I'll do it. We are in such good position as a Roman player. We have 5 victory banners to 0. So I dare to do it. With a bit of luck, I might even destroy them. So this is a dud, but we got 1 hit. We have a leader with us. We got the flag, but they have the leader, so if that leader survives, they don't need to take it. But we got 1 hit. So let's see if Parthian leader survived. He did, so they can now battle back with 4. And I'm sure now the Roman unit is destroyed. Yeah, it is. Bam. So we got that one now, first banner. But I'm happy. I mean, a medium heavy cavalry exchange. I mean, 1 block for 1 block of heavy cataphracts for sure is good. But of course, there's a risk that Publius now, as in history, falls because we're gonna do the check with only 1 die. Is good. So he now gonna relocate 1, 2, and through this guy and to the legionaries over here. Not too shabby, to be honest. Pretty good. Yeah, what's next? I think that's it. Yep. We could have gained ground here. I think I didn't do that back then, so let's leave it. Okay. Good Roman turn again. They only 2 banners from victory now. So let's play one more turn. Parthians, A or B, the bloody line commands over there, and then we have inspired left leadership, which would be that unit over there. But he's in a tough situation. Those guys, Romans, will just evade. I mean, we have kind of the situation being turned around as in history. The Romans are now harassing, and if these heavies would want to fight, these guys would just evade. Otherwise, we have a line commander that would be 1 unit of our choice. We could do a suicide charge here, but if we do that, okay, we will get the banner. But then when they just close in on us and kill both that unit and the leader, and that's the 2 banners the Romans need, so I don't dare to do that. I should even maybe get that unit back now. We're in a really, really bad position as the Parthian player now. The dice have been just too grim to us, and also the cards has been too grim to us. Let's get rid of one of these line commands. That's just taking, you know, space there with not much use. So I'm gonna remove these guys before they get destroyed. And move them behind the line just to act as support. And that's it. Oh, we got the first strike for the Parthians, so that's something. Let's immediately put another one there. And let's play the Roman turn as well. Well, that could be a cool one. Romans, A or B, double time, or 3 units right. We could bombard that unit. Let's do it. Velites move forward. These guys back off 1. These will stay and throw their javelins. So let's start from the guy with 2 dice. Hoping for reds. And of course we got 1, and we also got a flag. Hold on. So we're going to remove that. I mean, you have to admit that the Romans are really lucky with the dice. You're going to check the leader. He's good. I cannot take the flag because then I die, pretty much. So we need to stay and take the missiles. Okay, we have a 1 die attack coming in. That's a miss. And yet 1 die attack coming in. And can you believe it? Another red. These guys are dead. We got yet another Roman banner, and now we're gonna check that leader with only 1 die. And if we roll a leader now, game over. We didn't though, so I'm gonna actually opt to evade out of the board. We lose this guy, but the Romans don't get any banner for it. But they have crushed this the right hand flank. There's no Parthian units left there. So that was actually the 3 units, right? Yes. Okay. Question is now, I mean, we have 1 more banner to fight for, so I'm just wondering if I should continue this session. Let's do that. It might be over pretty soon. Of course, the other ones are a bit far away, but I mean, if we can get in some lucky shots on those guys, it's over. The Parthian goes next. D or E. They have a rally. Heavy troops and 4 units left, which will give them nothing. I mean, would they have got this card a bit earlier, that would be nice, but again, a bit of bad luck there. But I think I need to play the rally now. I can rally up Serena's guys again. So let's see now. We also can get that guy probably. So that's 6 dice we get. 3 reds, so we got back these guys to full strength, which is amazing. It's also ordered. Did we get any greens or leaders? Yes, 2. So we also get this guy to full strength, which is also good. And he's ordered. And that's it. So maybe it's not over yet anyway. So should we do anything? Let's go here. These guys will go 2 steps forward and fire a 1 die attack against those velites. That's a miss. Okay. At last, a pretty good turn for the Parthians. But now, since every guy here is in full strength, well, let's play the Roman turn. I might... let's see. I'm just thinking if I should cut this session again. D or E for the Romans. What do we have? We have a line command and a tumble time. That's great. So let's play the... Let's play the line command. And I'm going to order this bunch of units. Moving forward here. Gonna throw Pila eventually. Also starting to move up these veterans. These guys are done. And now I'm gonna throw the Pila against that unit that's not supported. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we cannot kill it, but if we get the flag, it would be really bad again. Not a flag, but a hit though. The Roman good dice continues. So, yeah. That's that. Parthians. A or B. Line command, light troops, or inspired left leadership. We don't have that guy in the left section yet, but let's play the light troops. And let's bombard. I could actually reach that guy if I move forward 1 hex here. I might get that guy. These guys will stay. These guys will go 1 forward. No, sorry, these are light cav. They need to go a bit more forward. Let's put them here then. It's a bit bad though with these unsupported. Maybe we should keep the support make sure they don't ride out of the field. Let's do this instead. 1, 2, 3. And these guys could go here. Something like that. So start from here with a full strength attack there. 2 dice. That's a green and a flag. So 1 hit, and then they rush back 2. Meaning these guys don't have any target anymore. These guys will do a 1 die attack against the legionaries there. A flag, they will ignore it. Then here, 1 die attack against those legionaries. Here's my hope for getting another banner rolling a blue, but we didn't. Then I will start harassing. Hold on, we should maybe get that guy. They cannot really retreat, so I'm gonna fire 2 dice against that unit. Now, of course, roll 2 blues. Second, same target. And nothing. Crap. Okay. Now the Romans. A or B. Double time or heavy troops. We have 1 of those. But double time is not bad at all, because now we can charge, which we will do as Romans. So we're gonna charge with 1, 2, 3, and let's bring that guy on. So I'm gonna be a bit bold now. Cannot conduct any ranged combat, I believe, here. So here's the situation. So these guys will attack here. These will evade. I could roll if they will play the first strike, but it doesn't make sense, right? They just will die if they don't get these guys to retreat, so I'm gonna ignore that. So I will evade, and the Romans will roll 4 dice. Getting 1 green. Close, but not dead yet, so we need to go there, otherwise these guys will attack me again. So these will attack over here. I won't bother to do a first strike check there either. No hits. And that's it. Yeah. Then we have Parthian player. D or E. Mediums, heavies, or 4 units left. We don't have any units left, so it would need to be mediums or heavies. Heavies are yeah, we still have 2 of those. We could charge home somewhere. Mediums, we could order 1 unit. This is in a really bad position, so maybe we should move that away before it gets attacked. So I need to use my medium troop card for that to order 1 of my choice. 1, 2, 3, 4, and just move it right off. Not too exciting of a thing, but we need to do it. Now the Romans. That's a C or lowest order count. We don't know what C is yet. It's medium troops, which suits me pretty good, or it will otherwise be heavy. But I will play the mediums. Continue, we press on here. That will be 6 medium troops. 1, those guys are not supported. We should peel them to death, I believe. But we can only do that with one guy. Let's see, 2, 3, 4. This is also unsupported unit. I think we should throw a lot of peelas. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have medium heavy cavalry coming in. We can put some pressure on this flank, and then let's take the cavalry. So that's... No, sorry, we only have 4 units as Roman players, sorry. We cannot do that, so let's just take the front units here then. Because I want to do the pila attacks. I think then we should... Hold on. No, I have a better plan. Let's do this. These guys have only 1 hex to evade to, and that's there. And we can attack them when they have evaded. So I think this might be the winning blow. So maybe we even should consider playing the first strike, because we will be dead for sure. We cannot be that lucky to survive. Maybe we should evade the first and then try a first strike here. So yeah, so these guys will now attack. We will try to evade. They roll their 4 dice and got 1 hit. Then we get here. Let's just take them in order. These guys will pila that unit. 1 die. Nothing. These guys will throw their pila against that guy. If we got... No, that guy. If you get the flag, it's done. No. Then I will attack here. Now, I won't even roll for it, because this is a check for... I mean, this is... It's a no-brainer. They need to play this now. So I'm not even gonna roll for it. So we're gonna hope to get the flags. We push those back so that I cannot attack. So that's 2 dice from the light bow cavalry there. And they rolled 2 leaders. They are not adjacent to leaders, so that was in vain. So now the Romans will probably win the game. They need 2 hits or 1 flag by this roll, and it's over. We got the flag, but only 1 hit. But these guys rides off the field, giving Romans the 7th victory banner. So this was a crush by the Romans, 7-1. I mean, the Parthians didn't have a chance. I wonder, I mean, when you're looking at from the start, it looks like the Parthians should have a good chance. It might be, when thinking of it, that playing with a CDG Solo System, we are maybe more, I don't know. I mean, sometimes we got really bad choices here. I mean, I think I mentioned that in the first part, right? That the deck is kind of infantry. If you only have, you know, 1 type of units, let's say like that, you can get a lot of bad cards in your hand, like the line commands and all that, right? And in this instance, also the medium troops that the Parthians don't have any of. So if you would have a full 6-card hand, maybe you have better options turn for turn, right, to get things flowing a bit. But yeah, I don't know. This might have been a parameter that did it a bit more difficult to play the Parthian in this. I don't know. It should of course be tested a few times to see if that holds. But there's not that many battles that only has cavalry on one side. When thinking of the ones I have played, I can only remember 2. This one, and also remember the Ticinus River battle from when Hannibal has crossed from across the Alps and they have these kind of reconning force or two. I mean, Hannibal's force are only cavalry, and the Romans only have cavalry plus light infantry, but they still had that infantry, so they can get more use of the infantry cards, the double times and line commands, which the Carthaginians, of course, could not benefit of in that battle. And maybe have the same situation here. Anyway, impressive by Crassus. I mean, would this have been the history? Imagine the fame Crassus would have got out of this battle. It might even have surpassed what Caesar did over in Gaul, because now the road is open to Parthia. The Parthian king probably needs to bring back his other army from Armenia to defend his capital. So we might see a great battle over in Parthian kingdom, consisting of two armies converging towards the Parthians. I mean, the Armenians and Crassus' Roman army. Of course, they are still wandering in the desert, thirsty, exhausted and all that, but maybe they could halt somewhere further on, wait for the Armenians to move up, and then they could do a joint assault. A big what if, of course. But anyway, always funny to think about alternative paths in history that could happen from this. Because this was, as I said, a crushing defeat. They just wiped the board here, and even though those guys have a first strike and all that, but they had to play it in a really desperate situation and rolled bad. Speaking of that, I think you can agree with me that the Romans had excellent dice and the Parthians less so. And well, it's always a bit of a funny thing to blame the dice, but in this case, again, I think I have said this before in some previous battles, I think the dice effect had a big impact on what happened, because the Romans had such good rolls all the way, actually. Anyway, I enjoyed it, and yeah, what's up for the next time? I'm not really sure. If I play Ancients again, I probably will do that. We will return back to Gaul after the last battle in the Caesar's campaigns there. I think we have one more to do, actually, over in Gaul. So that would be the next one, I believe. So I think this is it for this time. So again, congratulations for the Romans. A big win and loads of cavalry in the dead pile there. And also a whole unit of cataphracts. That's important. So thank you guys for watching these two parts, and hope you will be back for the next one. Bye for now.